And welcome everybody to the morning show, which is the Graded Morning Experience, where we are just waking up and we don't know what we're doing.
I really love that intro, though.
That is a great intro. Gets you hyped for the day.
Oh, yeah.
Just one is like, yeah, let's go do stuff. And then after it's over, he's like, I just don't want to do anything.
I'm going back to bed.
Going back to bed. It's Monday. But Optipops is Thursday. It's Monday.
It's all relative.
That's right. It's Monday somewhere.
Every day is Monday when you hate your life. Damn.
That just puts it all in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. I went to bed nice and early. Real sad that the stream ended a little bit early because we had a full party wipe and I lost 3 levels. But we were thankfully able to go over to Micah's channel. We hung out with him for a little bit, and we still had a good time. Everybody had a good time.
How'd you lose 3 levels?
I didn't save as often as I should have. And I got party wiped in a boss fight that I didn't know was coming.
You literally have the ability to save state anytime you want, and you didn't save.
Chaz ate shit again.
Of course he did.
Right before the boss fight. Like, wow, damn.
So what, did you decide to just like, I'm going to try to go in and see if I can do it, or?
I didn't know it was a boss fight. I thought I was just going to go up there and I was going to get the fucking psycho frame and everything would be fine.
And then stay white base. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I know that's two different Gundams, but who cares?
I was gonna go up there. I was gonna get the thing I need to bust into Zio's place so that
Mhm.
I could fuck with the Texas rattlesnake one more time. And
Man,
there was,
we need to clip that out of the.
oh yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
Hmm. Yeah, and once again, we appreciate we yesterday got a raid from our good friend Killer Tofu, brought quite a few people along with him, and
Oh
got
yeah,
some subs while we are doing it, and that's always appreciated.
oh yeah, we are halfway to our. We're almost halfway to our big sub goal, 50 subs. We get 50
Hmm.
subs on Twitch, then we doing a karaoke stream.
That's right. We get to 51 subs, we won't do a karaoke stream.
The power is yours.
Hmm. So Gwen says Gundam Gate, which is funny because wait till you see the listicle I got today.
Oh dear.
It's right up your alley, buddy.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh me, oh my.
But we'll get to that later, because obviously. But yeah, we had a fun yesterday. We while we were going for some reason, was what would you say about like a quarter of the way, about halfway through playing, you were playing, and everybody we were just having a good time.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, everything became a wrestling promo.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we made Zio, who's the one of the bad guys in Fantasy Star 4.
He
He suddenly,
said one line,
yeah,
and then it was on.
and he suddenly became Stone Cold Steve Austin's son.
He yelled at our Wookiee,
Mhm.
"Watch your tongue, son.
Hmm.
You don't talk to me like that, son."
Hmm. We appreciate that, Gwen. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yes, I
And like I
appreciate
said,
that.
every day we usually, because you're live, we usually toss to you from here. So I don't know if people are telling you, "Hey, we came from the graded YouTube channel," or if not, because the rating mechanics don't work work well here because there are none. But when we can, we let them. We drop your link and tell people to go there, go
Yeah,
over
we're
here.
doing our best.
We're doing our best. So hey, yeah, well, we'll remind people that this time delay. Let them know that you're coming from here, um, having a good time. But yeah, that was fun. Like I said, it suddenly became I think how many times what I say is like I see you all with your beady little eyes.
No, I thought it was funny when we were outside of Zio's fucking castle and he's still fucking going, "Don't act like I can't fucking see you there."
You're like, don't act like I can't hear you. Hey, Stato, what's going on, buddy?
Dad, what's up?
What's going on, man? Yeah, Stato, he's been starting his YouTube journey recently.
Yeah,
He started because he's been doing some polls on Twitter
yeah.
about different things, like for comic book stuff, and I didn't know you can make that many polls, you know, about the stuff, but apparently you can. So, uh, Gwen asked a very important question. I don't know if this is a good rabbit hole to go down to first thing in the morning. But
What are my favorite Gundams? The Turn A, the GPO-1 FB, and the NT-1 Alex.
I want to point out that he likes a Gundam. When he said the Turn A, he likes a Gundam that literally has a mustache,
Strong mustache power.
very strong mustache. You know what? Let me get an image. You said canonically that is the most powerful Gundam ever made, right?
Yes, it is. It releases a nanomachine cloud that basically destroys anything not
Mm-hmm.
specifically shielded against it.
Mm-hmm.
And its firing range is Earth to Jupiter.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that, and we need a clip of the senator going nanomachines, son.
Nanomachines, son. Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't fret over every egg.
So let's share screen. Do, 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 do. I think here. Yeah, look at this. Look at that thing. That's a Gundam.
Designed by Sid Mead himself.
Mm-hmm. That's a. It does. Is it? Overall the design's a bit of a departure. Like,
What?
but yeah,
Everyone gets really turned off by Turn A when they see the design of it, but
mm-hmm.
then they start watching the show and it immediately grows on you, like just right away, because it's such a good show.
Mm-hmm. Was it written or designed by somebody different than the normal?
The Turn A was designed by American futurist Sid Mead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was the only time that happened that's ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, the Gundams were all designed by Okawara, Kotoki, or one of two other mecha designers that Sunrise kept at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like Makoto Kobayashi, who, if you talk about him on Twitter, he will find you.
Really?
Yeah.
For good or for ill?
So as far as I know, yeah, he'll find you. Like this is an awesome design by Makoto Kobayashi. Like, he found you. Because he's very proud of the work he's done.
Mm-hmm. So he's
a very proud papa of his mechs.
Does he literally say found you? Because that would be hilarious.
I don't remember that, but I've definitely seen people talk about him and then him pop up in the comments under that thread.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, I just found something, and you're gonna have to explain things to me. Guess I have to do it this way. Hold on a second. No, don't do that one there. Do it here. Okay. Xavier, what's going on here?
They're trying to hide it because they're at war.
I don't think they're doing a very good job.
They are not. Actually, the funny thing was that the Turn A wound up doing a lot of like mundane shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a long time it was the only mobile suit that the Earth people had. Because the Moon people came down and they got fucking fighters, they've got spaceships, they've got mechs, and all the Earth people had were biplanes and airships and like Model T technicals.
So everything else was almost like right at the start of the Industrial Revolution, then Gundam.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's quite a leap in technology, isn't it? Like,
yeah. The story was that everybody had all this technology, and then a big thing happened. They called it Dark History, and all technology on Earth was lost. But the Moon, they were shielded.
Mm-hmm.
But they were told that they stayed off of Earth because Earth wasn't habitable completely yet.
Right.
And so Earth is now back at the Industrial Revolution. They've actually used steam a little bit more in some places.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Moon people show up because they want to resettle Earth. And they start taking shit.
So it is literally a colonies thing, just at a little bit different spin on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we want our freedoms. Like, no, we want to go back home.
Yeah, we want to go back home. And they're even like, there's parts of people don't live in North America really anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we want to go live there. Because almost nobody lives there. And the Earth people don't want to let them do it. Because they're kind of being assholes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that goes back to even the framework of the original Gundam series, right?
Yeah.
You find out it's like, oh, these evil Zeons are coming and trying to, destroy us and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, kind of, the Earth's been jerks.
Yeah. At first you think that the Moon just kind of showed up and started taking shit. Then you find out that, no, Earth and the Moon have been in negotiations for a couple of years now. And just negotiations have broken down. And finally a faction of the Moon is like, why don't we just go down and fucking take shit? What are they going to do about it?
Yeah, we actually have technology. They got they got cars that they, I guess, wind them up or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, did the Moon people have Zaku's?
No. What happened was that the Earth people found out that there were like certain mountains that had just old facilities buried deep in them, loaded with technology that survived the Dark History, and so this kingdom found a bunch of Zaku's.
Oh, okay. So it's almost like it went um almost like normal Gundam to a point, and it's like, oh, we had a deviating turn, right?
Yeah, yeah.
and everything reset essentially.
It's really good.
Okay.
Like, the Lauren winds up using the turn A to like dry laundry, to herd livestock at one point, and just using mundane things because these things have to get done,
Yeah.
and he's the only one that can really operate the turn A very well.
Hmm. That's pretty interesting. I'll give it that. Yeah, exactly.
And
And
Gundam showed up.
that's the start. That's kind of the start of most of the Gundam series. Is like, and then Gundam showed up.
The battle was going fine until the Gundam showed up. Then we got our
Mhm.
asses kicked.
It's funny. I was watching an interesting video last night about it was I think I'm sure you've seen his videos. I think his name is Kakarot 117.
Yeah, I
He's
know
done
him.
a lot of like development history of the different mobile suits.
Yeah, I know him.
Um, he did like a what if thing. He said, what if Amuro had gotten a hold of the Alex Gundam during right before the Battle of Babaku? And his basic thing was is like, oh, it'd have been an overwhelming win for the Earth. Because not then you'd had a Gundam that not only could because basically, if I'm understanding this right, correct me if I'm wrong, the original Gundam, or not the original, you know what I mean, the one he piloted, um, was it got to a point where it was holding him back.
Yeah.
Am I right about that? Like,
Yes.
mhm.
They did everything they could because the Gundam was actually unable to keep up with Amuro.
Yeah, he was
They
like,
were
yeah,
doing things to get its reaction time up to his.
and that's why they had the Alex. They were developing the Alex, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The
But yeah,
Alex was based on data from him. Like, okay, but by the
mhm.
time he gets to Baoku, he's gonna be this fast.
Yeah. And they say if that had happened, he'd have pretty much wiped Char off the map. Like, there's nothing Char could have done to keep up with him at that point. But it didn't happen that way. So,
Nope.
yep, exactly.
Instead, just the saddest story ever happened.
Hmm. So giant robots would end up becoming giant robots.
I'll disguise myself as another robot.
They'll never know. They'll never know I was here.
Wasn't there a type of transformer that would do that? Like they would like was it like sideways? We would transform into an Autobot. But he was a
Yeah,
Decepticon.
yeah. He was a what do you call not a pretender. Pretenders are different. He was a I forgot the exact term for him. But yeah, they had where they were basically the spies,
Yeah.
and Sideways wasn't the only one. There were a couple. There were like two or three of them. But you never knew, okay, which side are they really on? Kept it very ambiguous. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, Sideways and Armada, Makeshift and Prime. Like I said, they had an official term because you had your different ones. You had your throttle bots, your things like that. I call them like the side teams. Like they had a particular call name, but I just can't remember what it was. It's been a very long time. I'm old and tired now. But yeah. But anyway, so we want to start with tonight. You want to start with Amber Heard, or you want to start with the listicle?
Let's start with AH.
All right. We're going to start with AH because if you say your name out loud 3 times, you'll get a cease and desist. So
She'll appear at your door with a bad makeup job and say it's your fault.
mhm.
What? That's not fair.
But it's also true.
Yeah.
And also, before we get started, can we just like can we get a good appreciation of Johnny Depp's friends like facial beard and all that stuff? This dude's rocking.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, just so he's just yeah, he's got it going on. And the dude like I mean, I gotta say it, quintessential bro, right?
Oh yeah.
Just a quintessential bro. I mean, they were trying everything they could to defame Johnny Depp during his testimony, and it was all that stuff. And he says, what was the thing? It's like, what was one of the things they said? It's like, so is it true that you financially that you owe Mr. Depp? He's like, no, no, we had an arrangement. He paid me money. I made paintings. That was our arrangement. Like
The him. What are you talking about?
yeah. But yeah, so I'm not gonna breed over it, but I'm gonna kind of touch on some things here because throughout the first day, when the first day they talked to Johnny Depp's sister, right,
Mhm.
and throughout the entire time, and in this one too, one of the big things was trying to convince you that Amber Heard is such an amazing makeup artist that she can cover up bruises and cuts and scrapes and an actual broken nose with makeup.
Wow, broken nose is easy to fix if you just have enough foundation.
That's
That's what I
pretty.
learned at makeup school I didn't go to.
That's pretty much what they were trying to say. You think I'm kidding? That's because they were actually asking him. They asked this guy. He's like, when she showed up at your door that day, could you tell if she was wearing? And they went through like the different products she was wearing, like by name. And what's funny is like the lawyers keep using the wrong name for the product. He said, "You think that Amber Heard being such an expert and being a actual what do you call it? Actual spokesperson for this particular brand of makeup that she would correct them on how to pronounce the name?"
Why would she do that? The checks have already cleared. She doesn't have to work for them anymore. They should just give her money.
Yeah.
According to Amber Heard.
hmm That was one of the funnier like interactions. Like they said something about like he said, did you know who she was? He's like, yeah, I know about her acting and stuff like that. He said, oh, did you know she was also a spokesperson for L'Oreal? He's like, yeah, he said he was really good about. Could you repeat the question?
Yeah.
And they asked him that. He's like, for doing make. He's like, I didn't know she was a model.
First time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, I knew she was a. And then when they're talking about, it's like talking about her doing her makeup and stuff like that. He says, well, I didn't think she did her makeup. She's always like, there's always this one makeup artist who follows her around and does her makeup for her. I'm like, nah, I don't know. I mean, he was just like the way he was like, I don't know nothing about that stuff.
Miss Heard, who is this makeup artist that follows you around everywhere? We need to get their testimony. Are you capable of covering up a black eye with makeup to where it's convincingly that there's no black eye there? Maybe if I tried hard enough. Okay, what about a broken nose? Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's like, we're good, but they're not miracle workers here. Come on now.
Yeah. I ain't Mr. Scott. I'm going to tell you it's going to take 2 hours when I only need one.
But what was funny is like, here's the part where they kind of, just going through the testimony here, where they kind of let him ad lib a little too much and made her look even worse. Because, the question, the attorney asked, and you recall that Mr. Depp was accusing Amber of sleeping with somebody, right? He responded, there was somebody else in the room with her, and that's what they were arguing about. Now, this is supposed to be a hotel room, and and apparently there was a dude there. I'm not saying it was, I'm not saying it wasn't, but you can, I can math, and 2 and 2 equals 4, unless you're doing the Common Core. So, you know what I'm saying. I kind of get where I could pick up what Johnny's putting down on that, couldn't you? Like, like I get it. Okay. All right. The attorney then asked, "Are you sure Mr. Depp wasn't thinking there was someone in the room, and she was trying to tell him that there wasn't somebody in the room?" Mr. Burrock asked the attorney to repeat the question, which the attorney said, "Are you sure he wasn't saying someone was in the room?" And she was trying to convince him there wasn't anybody in the room. And he responded, "Well, he said that he heard the other voice. However, he said he didn't hear anyone else. Oh no, I walked in there already. This was already in motion." And so he then began to describe in the phone call. Amber was saying, "Come on, baby. Why are you being like this? What are you doing? Come on, Johnny. There's no need. Why are you being like this?" And it was taunting. The lawyer then asked him to explain why he described it as taunting. He said, because they were in the midst of no solution. At that point, it would be instead of taunting, saying, "Listen, John, let's talk tomorrow, and let's end this conversation right now, and we'll talk tomorrow, and we'll get an understanding because there's not going to be any solution right now." But there was none of that. It was just continuous, ah, baby, and that kept going. He's got a point.
Yeah.
Some women will do that. I mean, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
trying to say all women are terrible, but all women are terrible. Uh, but I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Holy Ninja thinks he's cracked the code. Amber Heard's a changeling.
Yeah. Has anybody even tested Amber Heard's blood? I'm just saying,
Have we actually seen Amber Heard sleep in a bed? I'm willing to bet she sleeps in a bucket.
Before you come into a room, is she just like gooing around the whole room, like taking on different shapes?
Yeah. I have to return to my liquid state once every 24 hours. Amber, why do you sound like that?
You sound like somebody I once knew many moons ago. Okay, what's Servant saying? So this crazy trial is already ending his whole career, and this has a 6 weeks period to go through. Holy crap, we're only in day 3. Oh my god. Yeah, like Gwen says, she's the founder. He says, "Wait, I'm a woman." I mean, maybe. I don't know. Do you ruin everything? Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah, the taunting. He would go on to reiterate that he didn't hear anyone else, and he, quote, didn't hear the beginning of the conversation. He also detailed that Depp hung up, Heard called back, and there was a third call between the two before Johnny Depp went to the couch and fell asleep. So basically, Depp was like, "I had enough of this. I'm going to bed."
Yeah.
Passes out on the couch.
I don't blame him. I don't know. Dealing with this woman sounds exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired just hearing about it.
Now, like I said, here's one of the things where the guy pontificates, where he's getting good digs at Amber Heard, but at the same time, he's making it look like, like he's coming from a good place, which he probably is. I'm not saying he isn't, but following this testimony, the lawyer would then ask if he was angry at Mr. Heard. Somebody let that one slip by, didn't they?
Oof.
He responded saying, "When? Oh, about the phony pictures that were taken and put in tabloids, about the fake narrative, and all about the way she got fraudulent DV claims to extort, and blackmail a man. Yeah, that kind of got me frustrated, confused, angry, upset. Yes, which is why I said the best thing for us to do is to not talk to each other." When asked if he was still angry, he responded, "You know something? It's 6 years. It's 6 years. I'm angry. Am I angry anymore? What I am is tired, and I want all this to end. Her to go heal, him to go heal." He continued, like I said, they just let the man talk, right? So many people have been affected by this malicious lie that she started and she created, and it's gone out the door and around the world. I can't even paint anymore. I've stopped painting for the last who knows how many years. So this is this guy's career, and now this is so frustrated him that he can't even paint. Can't even do his actual work.
Yeah, it seems like this guy's come off as extremely likable up to this point. So,
So I'm not angry at anybody. I want what's best for her to take responsibility, heal, and move on. And for Johnny, his family has been completely wrecked by all this stuff, and it's not fair. It's not right. And what she did, what happened, so many people to get affected by this. It's insane how this happened. Heard's lawyer would then ask, "Huh, you don't know when Mr. Depp has committed domestic violence of Amber Heard, do you?"
It would really help us out if you did.
Mm-hmm. You know what they sound like? You know what these lawyers sound like now that I think about it?
Lionel
You ever dealt with
Hutz.
loss prevention? You know
Not
exactly where I'm
direct.
going with
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
You
Not
know.
directly, but I know where you're going with this.
Hmm. Okay, let's do a scenario. Okay, Xavier, how you doing there? Have a seat.
Uh, what can I do for you, sir?
Okay. I'm just coming here to ask you a few questions. It's just an informal thing, no big deal, right? Okay.
Okay.
So, so Xavier, what do you do for fun?
I play video games with my friends.
Okay.
I read a lot.
Oh, that's good. That's tremendous. Okay. Do you enjoy working here at our establishment?
Yeah, I do. I have a good time here. The people here are nice, so the customers are
Okay.
good.
Xavier, when did you start like stealing product from our store?
I'm sorry.
That's exactly what they do. They get you softened up with like the softball
Yeah.
questions, and then just out of the blue, it's like, so when did you start stealing product from us? Like what? Never.
Hey, we got Greg's in the chat.
Hey, hey,
Punish
Greg,
Greg
what's up?
Zerker.
I've been going through so much that I can't even paint Funny Mustache Man 1929. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Glad you're. I saw you yesterday, and I didn't point you out. I apologize. Heard's lawyer would then ask, "Oh yeah, we asked that. Okay." He answered, "I've never witnessed. I never saw or witnessed whatever type of claim that was being said ever. I said I never seen him be violent since teenagers from first meeting. So basically, he's known this kid. Him and
Yeah,
Depp been known each other their whole lives, pretty much.
that's
And
his
he's saying he's
bro.
never seen anything like this. You know,
Did you hear the bullshit claim about her countersue?
something like what was it about? If you
Okay,
a little bit,
she's suing him for suing her.
how dare you sue me? I'll sue
Because
you for
he's suing
50.
her for 50 million. Her
Mm-hmm.
attitude, I guess, was, well, he's suing me for 50. I should get double that.
Mm-hmm.
So she's suing for 100 mil.
Right.
That's not how lawsuits work. But okay.
Like, do you enjoy working here? I enjoy not starving to death. But yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, woman moment. Like it's always the women, man. Every time. Man, people tune in the first time today. They're thinking, man, these guys really hate women. But yeah, but this is this kind of goes over why we're doing the case. That she literally cut off a piece of his finger, right? But he's the abuser.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally see, like, if he holds up, his hand, you can see where, a tip of his finger has been cut off.
Oof.
Um,
See, I remember because if I remember right, he bitched about that to her, and they had logs of that, and I believe she said, "Tell him, quit being a baby about it."
yeah, quit being a baby about it. Well, yes, you cut off cut off a piece of my finger, but I'm the one that needs to quit being a baby about it. That's amazing. Okay, this is where okay, you see this image. I mean, I know where Kato was trying to pick, just something to, catch the eye. See this picture of her, she's all like, please believe me, I'm a woman, right? What you're really
Yeah.
getting, this is this image right here.
Wait, stop. Does she have why does she have a handle on her head?
It's just the thing behind her.
I know it looks like it's affixed to her head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's for easy carry on. Sometimes I take my head off.
This is the look of vindictiveness right here. You know what I mean?
Why did you make me do this, Johnny?
Johnny, why'd you make me cut off your finger?
Why did you drag me here?
Mm-hmm.
You know it's your fault.
Yeah.
I don't go around, doing these things to everyone. Johnny, did you ever ask yourself what made me put a cigarette on your face? What made me take a shit in our bed? What made me do, cut off your finger?
Oh, did you hear about that when they were talking about that particular part? Her taking a crap in the bed, They said that couldn't have happened because she's fecal phobic.
She must have a very unfortunate life. I don't want to be on the toilet. I don't want to be on the toilet. That's a big one.
There are actually people who are fecal phobic, like for real,
Yeah.
and they go to the extremes to not, you know,
Poop.
even when it comes to doing, bathroom stuff. There was I saw I think it was an article about it one time where this one woman
Yeah.
went so far as to use a toothbrush.
I don't want to. I don't want to know how that the rest of that goes.
I'm just gonna stop right there.
That's like some things men was not meant to know, like how the 3 seashells work.
Yeah. But just go in there, you just take the toothbrush and I guess did what you do with a toothbrush up that way. It's the only thing I can think about. You know how sometimes when you're cleaning your shower, you use the toothbrush to get in between the grout.
Yeah.
You got to give it a really good scrub.
I just imagine somebody being in a fucking bookstore and finding everybody poops and just going to pieces.
Oh no, it can't be.
Don't lie to me.
But yeah, it's like the thing is like Johnny has doesn't he have like several affidavits from ex-girlfriends and ex-wives who said, oh yeah, no, he's never done nothing like that.
I don't know about that. I know that a private detective basically interviewed everyone Johnny Depp has ever fucking known ever, and they've all confirmed that Johnny's a stand-up dude.
Yeah, but I'm talking about actually. I think it was a few of his ex-wives and ex-girlfriends and stuff. So it's like, yeah, he was never violent with us. What's she talking about? Why should I apologize for being a misogynist? No woman has ever apologized for turning me into one. That's good. I like that. Bears, why are you trying to murder someone today? Like, Stato made the same joke you did. And Servant, I mean, obviously she can't. Nobody would carry your shit for her because she's fecal phobic, man. Come on, try to be reasonable here. But fecal phobic.
Look, I got a handle on everything. Look, even me.
Mm-hmm. There was one point like during the opening arguments where they were holding up a compact to explain how good she was at hiding her scars and bruises and broken nose. And
did they break her nose and then make her cover it up?
Yeah.
It's a pretty ballsy strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know, servant. I know. Just remember, I'm sarcasm. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's like, guys. Did you know you can hide a broken nose with enough foundation? I mean, yeah, with a good foundation, I build a house. It doesn't mean I want. I'm not going to put it on a fault line, But yeah, anyway, so that's the update from yesterday, and of course, it's going on right now. What's that? Says her eyes creep me out just a bit. They look a bit dead. No joke. Yeah, that's what bugs me about it. Like,
yeah, careful not to get caught in her deadlights. You're gonna float down here, Johnny. They all float. You know who else has that weird dead eye expression? Daniel Craig.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm staring. I'm not staring at you. I'm staring through you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that weird expression. You can't negotiate with this person because you can't negotiate with something that has no soul.
But no, the thing with her is like, I think it wasn't like, I guess her lawyers or something had to get on her because she was like doing a lot of eye rolling and things like that first day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know what you don't do in front of a jury? That.
Oh yeah. She's she's probably internalized that I'm a lady. That means
Hmm.
I'm going to win.
I just want to point out. There's another picture of her. Oh, her handle's falling off here, but
Oh no.
yeah. But if you look at the first day, look at Johnny. He's just like having a good time. You know.
Oh yeah. The way her expression keeps changing. Yeah,
Hmm.
that last photo you showed, it seemed like somebody farted in her cereal.
Yeah.
She's very unhappy.
Hmm. Good point, Gwen. Jerry's little bitches. I love it. I love it. But yeah. Johnny, like he's over here. He's having a good time, and she's over here like, you know what she's thinking in her head, don't you? Can you believe some of the stuff they're saying about me? Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
It's like, I mean, most of it's true, but oh my god, I can't believe this.
Johnny, I'm gonna make you pay for dragging me here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in a Virginia courtroom, Johnny. I didn't even know where Virginia was until today. Like, are you serious?
Asked me if I knew where Virginia was, and I'm like, I haven't been to Virginia in years.
Oh my god, Amber Heard is Kelly Bundy. Insert one fact, something else comes out.
You know what they say? When the going gets tough, the tough get what, honey? No, I'm fine, Daddy. Thank you.
I love that. I don't even know what a Virginia is. I don't know.
I haven't been to Virginia in years.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Instead, I hope he gets the movie rights. Now the question is, who would play an Amber Heard in a Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard movie? So obviously Johnny could play himself.
Oh yeah.
Because I think that might be the role of his career. Johnny Depp plays Johnny Depp. Kind of like that movie where Nicolas Cage is playing, himself.
That movie looks really funny too.
It does look hilarious. I want to see that. I actually want to see that one.
What do you think? It's a statue of you in Face Off. This thing is awful. It's disgusting looking. I'll give you $20,000 for it.
I love that. She's suing Johnny for definition of character.
You mean defamation? That too.
Yeah. You can hide black eyes on makeup, but a broken nose will require foundation and healing plus 10.
Yeah, but the amount of foundation, the amount of makeup it takes to hide the black eye so convincingly that you doesn't even look like you have a black eye at all. Like I would never know.
Yeah,
is enough. Like you're wearing a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't think that. People think it's like I think Mercada pointed out yesterday. Says, "But are they trying to think that like women are magicians that just make anything disappear?" No, we can see how much makeup you're wearing. They're trying to say she's such a good makeup artist that you would never know she's wearing makeup.
Johnny Depp would also play Heard. He's earned it.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp versus Johnny Depp.
In Johnny Depp.
a Johnny Depp production.
Mm-hmm. Why don't they just give me the win? Oh my god. I haven't even been inside of Virginia for like years. Let's see, what's it? Why is she suing him for what her lawyers did at her request, along with WAPO? I mean,
she's mad at him for being mad at her for the stuff that she did.
Yeah.
This is typical narcissist. Have you ever had to apologize to somebody for being mad at them for shit they did?
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is.
Mm-hmm. Look at this one. I think Willem Dafoe could pull off a good.
Willem Dafoe would rock that role. He'd also get an award.
So she's a witch. Replace the W with a B. But I know what you're trying to go with. Like, she can conceal her whole identity.
Yeah, but you know what else? She floats because she's made of wood. She also weighs as much as a duck.
So what you're saying is we should dunk her in a bunch of water.
Yes.
and that would prove a point. Now the question is, does Foundation float?
They all float down here, Johnny. They all float. You float. You and your friends.
Where are you getting that line from?
It's it.
Oh,
Turns out that Amber Heard was Tim Curry the whole time.
mm-hmm.
Hey Johnny, remember we had sex? Ha 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 ha.
Holy crap, man! Tim Curry was a really good actor then, right?
It's like Tim Curry, is in a wheelchair, like has trouble getting around these days,
Mm-hmm.
and he just stands up and fucking dances like Pennywise. It's like.
Mm-hmm. Why is he in a wheelchair? Poor guy.
I think he's just really old, and he's having
He's only in 1946. That's only like 75.
Maybe it's an oxygen thing.
Could be.
They have breathing problems, so you got to sit down a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing an interview with him, and he was like in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
he had a stroke. He had a stroke in 2012. That's why he mostly does voice acting now. By the way, amazing voice actor.
Oh yeah. Now this is I don't think this is gonna go the way that she wants it, but I do think it's funny that she still gets to be the face of domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
When this is all over.
Yeah. Good job, L'Oreal. Right? And apparently, isn't she like banging Jason Momoa now or something? Like, and she broke that marriage up too.
I didn't hear anything about that. I know that
all I know is somehow she's kept her job at Warner.
Warner didn't want to take a side in that, and so they waited as long as they possibly could to confirm she was going to be in Aquaman 2 or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that they couldn't be wedged into a situation where you support Johnny Depp. This person is abuser. Blah 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 blah. Like no, and you get bent over a barrel in the press.
Yeah,
I think eventually they may have confirmed that she's not going to be in Aquaman 2, but for creative differences, because apparently she's just a total fucking nightmare to work with, and people hate her.
Mm-hmm. Still doesn't explain the Jason Momoa thing.
Yeah, I don't know if she's banged Momoa or not.
All I know is like suddenly, she's around him and stuff like that. Next thing you know, him and his wife are getting a divorce, and it's a really fast divorce too. It's like, a few months, and it's over, kind of thing. It's really weird.
Maybe Momoa is just like you're really oblivious, and Heard is sending her weird letters, like saying, like, get out.
Mm-hmm. No, actually, yes, Gwen, yes, beating him.
Kind of like every time Momoa turns around, everything's all, pretty and sunshine and rainbows. Every time he turns around, she goes evil.
Mm-hmm. Like, like that, like,
yeah,
becomes a cat. It's like, what are you doing?
Cat is the devil. Looks at the cat, looks all adorable, gets head scratches. Cat's fine. Quit being weird.
Why you busting on my cat, man? What's up?
What's going on, big guy?
Leave the cat alone. The cat is like you literally start taking the cat's word for it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then one day when the cat, like, you wake up and the cat has a knife to your throat, it's like, oh, maybe she was right about the cat. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to my new cat named Amber Heard. Okay. Amber Heard broke into Momoa's house and boiled a rabbit.
What's really weird is I don't know if that really happened or not. Like, as outrageous as the stories I've heard about her.
Yeah.
You could tell me that, like, that. I believe that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that the defense they come up with the bowl. Now that I'm thinking about the fecal phobia thing.
Hmm.
Like, remember the original defense in another hearing or something was like this. Like, look at the size of that thing. There's no way that she could produce that size of a turd.
What are you talking about? The body produces turds too big for your own asshole all the time. Body's kind of a dick like that.
Yeah, it's just funny that I guess they thought, like, what, that doesn't play too well with the crowd. So let's try another tactic. Um,
Ooh.
like, could you imagine them bringing in a turd expert? You see that? That's a man turd.
You can tell by the color and shape.
Was that line from Harvey Birdman?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a man kiss.
The abundance of corn here is also a clear sign that this is a man's turd. Because, as we know, women don't eat that much corn. They just can't digest it, so they just naturally avoid it.
Yeah. Well, that's enough fecal phobia for today. just know it's going to be a big freaking mess. Um, uh, but yeah, so I guess it's time.
Oh my, this some breaking news here.
Uh-huh.
Elon offers to straight up buy Twitter. Says he may have to reconsider his investment if his offer is not accepted. Speculation over Musk's intention to enact a hostile takeover has been confirmed.
Oh boy. Dude,
Oh
that's gonna be
man.
interesting.
Oh yeah, but take that with a grain of salt. I'm getting it from Tim Pool.
Oh, well, it'll be interesting to see. I
Yeah,
think some people made a good point. It's like, why would you want it at this point? But
I get where Elon's coming from.
mhm.
Twitter is the de facto public square,
Yeah.
and everything happens on Twitter now. To
Hmm.
where even if Elon went and set up his own platform, the same thing
Hmm.
with Mind that happened with Minds, where Minds could have been the new Twitter
Hmm.
until they said no porn.
Yeah.
Uh, then we all left Minds.
Hmm.
So it would be easier to just take what's already there than to go build your own.
Yeah.
But also, it's the moral victory of this thing that you thought that we complained about, and you said, "Well, it's a private company; they can do whatever they want." Well, now it's
Hmm.
my private company, and they'll do whatever I want.
Hmm.
And all those people getting unhappy, it would definitely be a big moral victory because
Hmm.
they can't just go and build their own Twitter.
Hmm.
Like, remember Mammoth?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember Mammoth. I remember Will Wheaton got kicked off of it.
For not being lefty enough.
Yeah.
Made him fall on his knees and apologize for some comments he made a long time ago that were taken not the way he intended, and then they
Hmm.
just booted him off anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I got more. I got confirmation. Hold on a second. And it's this ain't no playing around. This is from the horse's mouth. Da, 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 da. There it is.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You give me Twitter or else.
Now,
Or
see
else
what
what? You don't want me to finish that.
United States Securities and Exchange Commission. It said John Lutzford. I thought up for a second. I thought it said Lionel Hutz. I'm like, oh no. Is there a way to give me? This doesn't read well, does it?
Nope.
Reports Oh man. He wants sole voting power and sole dispositive power.
In other words, he's going to dissolve the board.
Yeah.
Like there'll be an administrative board,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not going to be able to do shit.
Yep.
Like this is my vision. Your job is to make my vision come true.
Mm-hmm. Because all he needs is 51%. You know,
Technically, he doesn't even need that if he gets enough people
he just
to
needs
vote with him.
a big controlling. He needs enough controlling interest and people to go along with him that are also shareholders.
There's also possible that a lot of people that own shares
Mm-hmm.
don't even do the votes, so it's like abstained.
Yeah.
So he would just need enough shares to outweigh what the board personally controls.
Enough voting shares. Yeah.
Yeah. So, because they're a public company, if the board itself only controls about 25% of the company's total shares, he just needs 26% and he wins.
Yeah. So yeah. It's C signed by him. See, Elon Musk.
I think it's possible that he did that thing I talked about before where he pulled a Bruce Wayne, where he
Mm-hmm.
bought a bunch of stock through a bunch of different companies and then just transferred it, and then eventually he was the shareholder.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you didn't, you had no idea I was doing this.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's interesting.
That's also why he rejected that offer, because they would have found out he was doing that.
He's
Right?
offering $54.20 per share. So he's like, yeah, he's playing hardball now. Um,
Damn.
they will probably flee back to Tumblr. Okay, good, good. Go back to Tumblr, please.
Go back to where you belong. This world isn't for you.
Yeah. But that was some good little piece of breaking news. So now you ready for this listicle?
Let's do it.
I'm telling you, it's gonna make you mad.
I'm ready.
Okay, I don't think you are, but we're gonna wait till you see this headline. There it is. And let's do it like this.
Okay, I'm already mad.
Just wait till you see what's on the list. It's gonna be even better. Okay, I'm having problems here. Hold on. What is it? He's very suspicious of electric car man. Fair enough. A lot of people are.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is going on here? I got the chat on my end is like kind of gotten borked. I guess it's because I changed screens. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Apparently not. Y'all are just gonna have to talk more. Okay. So yeah, top 10 mecha anime that aren't as good as you remember. There are many mecha anime that fans look back upon fondly with rose-tinted glasses. Glasses off, they're nowhere near as good as many remember.
Holy Ninja, it's gonna only be stuff that came out in the U.S. I got a feeling.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, now my stuff's working again. No, yeah, mostly stuff that came out over here. But like I said, there's two that you're definitely going to be mad at, and you consider I don't know how much more you've watched, but there's probably more that you're not going to like. So it's easy to understand the appeal of mecha anime. Watching giant robots fight each other is highly entertaining. These humanoid robots, usually controlled by humans who work the controls from within. Mecha can vary in size and shape, with some being no larger than vehicles or small buildings, and others towering to the heights of skyscrapers the size of planets. Trying to. There are so many influential anime out there, from Neo Genesis Evangelion, Mobile Suit Gundam, Code Geass, and just the whole word for Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
But however, some mecha anime have not stood the test of time. While perhaps enjoyed by many when they first aired, these mecha anime are not as good as a lot of fans remember. Do not contact this person.
Do not contact this person. They are a
Yeah.
sad, lonely person who has
Hmm.
no friends
They
and no
make
life.
listicle. They make listicles for Christ's sake. So they have no friends. So do not
They're
contact.
they're already in hell.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to them that would be worse than this. Don't bother them.
There was a fantasy mecha anime. You'll probably see it on this list.
Yeah, it's called Escaflowne.
Boy, do I have bad news for you, Bears. Yes, that's one of them. Believe it or not, that's one of them. All right, so let's get down to the brass tacks. Okay. The Vision of Escaflowne is a beautiful series dragged down by its writing. You want me to read it or are you going to comment?
Uh,
I don't know if I want to read the parts of it or I just want to hear your comments. Or do
Vision
you
of
want me to read it?
Escaflowne isn't for everyone. It's a mega series that wants to appeal to boys and girls, but more strongly towards girls.
Mm-hmm.
Because it does focus a little bit more on the character drama than the robots.
Mm-hmm.
Still a good story though.
Yeah, but it says dragged down by its writing, though. The actual story of Escaflowne leaves much to be desired. Its typical isekai premise aside, the series suffers from poor writing and pacing issues. It was originally meant to be 39 episodes, but was cut to 26. That happens all the time in anime, though, so I don't think
Yeah,
that. Yeah, like.
yeah. It's not their fault that they started production and then their episode count got cut down due to ratings. Where ratings
Mm-hmm.
were good enough for this, but not enough for that.
Mm-hmm. We're good for 2 seasons, not 3, basically. You
Yeah.
know. All right. Here you go. Giant Robot the animation doesn't have enough giant robots.
Get fucked. You leave Giant Robo alone.
I'm telling you, you're gonna love this list.
Hey, you leave Giant Robo alone.
Released between 1992 and 1998, Giant Robo the Animation, The Day the Earth Stood Still is an OVA series that pays homage to different works of that guy.
Mitsuteru Yokoyama.
Yeah. Known for the popular manga Giant Robo with retro futuristic settings, the OVA tells the story of Daisuke?
Daisaku.
Daisaku, that guy.
Scroll down. I can't read.
There. Can you get it?
Kusama.
Okay. The pilot of the titular giant robo who fights against a secret organization vying for world domination. I mean, I don't know what you can't look at this design. This is amazing.
That's classic robot design too. They don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, the OVA suffers from unbelievable characterization and a rather formulaic plot, where many mecha series make up for similar shortcomings with epic robot fights. Giant Robo mechas fall into the background. Well, they're giant robots, of course, they're in the background.
Yeah. Also, of course, it's going to seem formulaic. It's based off of an old manga, a manga that everyone liked and then took pieces from. It's like saying John Carter is formulaic when John Carter made that formula.
Yeah. That's a good point. You did say this.
I can't read.
Yeah, but I can fix that.
But I look at them pictures.
We'll go back to this form. That better?
Yeah. But I can sure look at them pretty pictures.
All right. Pat Labor, the TV series, ends with some loose ends.
Yeah, and those get wrapped up in the OVA.
All right, then. Well, then what are they complaining about?
Yeah. If you buy the Pat Labor box set, you get all of it.
Mm-hmm.
The box set is reasonably affordable.
From 89 to 90, Pat Labor, the TV series, takes a place in a futuristic world where giant mecha performs tasks such as construction, firefighting, and fighting crime. The story, told in an episodic manner, follows a law enforcement unit whose members pilot mecha suits to fight crime. Pat Labor was popular for its comedic tone and blending of mecha and detective genres. While still a light, fun watch, the series lacks depth and some of the overarching storylines and themes are left unresolved by the end, except for the aforementioned.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah.
they finished it in the OVA.
So basically, this person did a listicle and didn't do the research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's more like a police procedural
Hmm.
because there's not always crime going on,
Hmm.
but they still have to go to work because they're
Right.
always on call.
Right.
So there are some times where the cops are just sitting around waiting for shit to happen,
Hmm.
and they'll fuck around with each other. Like they'll play pranks on each other, or they'll have little competitions. And like this is the things that we do to keep ourselves busy and
Yeah.
productive because there's not always a need for us, but we have to be here all the time.
Right. All right. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
There it is.
Let's move on. I don't even care what they have to say about Big O.
I think you really want to hear what I had to say about Big O because
All right,
okay.
let's do it.
The Big O stands out from other mecha anime for its cool cyber noir setting that is very reminiscent of Batman. The series, which began airing in 1999, takes place 40 years after the citizens of Paradigm City are all mysteriously lost their memories. Roger Smith, a professional negotiator, fights threats to the city with the help of the huge mecha Big O. While its unique setting is welcome take to the mecha genre, the Big O story is somewhat bland and its art and sound have aged significantly.
That's a fucking lie.
That's a bullshit lie. Like seriously. Let's see what the reaction to the chat is. Like, yep, mm-hmm, uh-huh, yep. Yeah, they're calling Big O bland.
Just a show that's bleeding with fucking style.
Yeah, and you're talking about the visuals have aged poorly. Are you kidding me?
I will admit that the second half isn't as style wise isn't as good as the first half.
Yeah, but
That's just because
still,
it had
like,
been a while and that animation team hadn't
mhm,
been working on Batman.
right?
Because that's where all that look came from was the fact that they just that team that made Big O had just
Hmm.
got done working on Batman the animated series.
Hmm. I mean, I remember when it debuted on Tanami. That's how they literally sold the series. It's like, what if Batman had a giant robot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, I'm fucking there.
yeah. So let's see if it. Okay, then there's this one. I don't know what this one is.
Zegapane? I've never heard
Second,
of that.
second May is forgettable compared to other series of its era. Okay, whatever. Who cares? I don't know what it is. Okay, this one. You ever heard of this one?
Fafnir and the Azure?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna skip this one because I think the next one is gonna be one. Yep. Uh huh. All right, Xavier. Are you sitting down in a good chair? Because this one might break your chair again.
Yeah.
Okay. Deep breaths. Okay.
Uh huh.
When I bring this on the screen, I'm expecting Xavier sounds. Okay.
Get the fuck out! Fuck you! Fuck you! No! Again, it's easily one of the best Brave shows out there. It's always it's right behind Gal Geiger.
I was like, it was second only to Gal Geiger, in my opinion. Like,
Get somebody to a Brave, you show them, but you don't want to like burden them with all the heavy shit that Gal Geiger throws. You show
hmm,
them Might Game.
yeah, exactly.
Fuck right off.
So Scrump is exactly right. And by the way, hey Scrump, like
Yeah,
it's so good. They build trains all over the world, right?
yeah.
Like,
You can take a train anywhere.
hmm, guys, y'all think this is bad? No, you see, y'all are you got bring the heavy flamer, what exterminatus, and all that good stuff. Flame, dude. It. I'm not even got to the worst one yet. You believe it or not, it gets worse than this. So you might want to hold your exterminatus for a moment. Um,
So it's so weird because Mike King hasn't even gotten a release over here. So
yeah, they never had an official release. So why was this on the list, right?
yeah,
Okay, The Brave Express Might Gain, a series that began airing in 1993, takes place in.
and Novel Tokyo City.
Let's look. Okay, I was trying to. I'm following the story of Might Shimp, but isn't it Maito though?
It is Maito. He's just like, well, they must mean might because might gain might
Yeah. Yeah.
no, his name was Maito, and then there was Might
Mhm.
Gain. It was
The
team.
boy who inherits his father's millions at the age of 15. He takes control of his father's team of giant robots, and together they form the Brave Express Squad with noble purpose of fighting crime in the city. Not the city, the world.
Yeah, because he's the Typhoon of Justice
Yeah.
or the Hurricane
And
of
plus,
Justice, whatever he decides that week.
it's not that it's less that he took. And like, oh, by the way, just like that you're just diminishing gain.
Yeah,
Like
his
he's
best
nothing.
friend.
The literal best friend, like literal part. I mean, they're partners for Christ's sake.
Yeah,
Like
when the bombers died, he fucking cried.
yeah.
They told him like we may be able to save them. He's like, do everything in your power. Cost is no object.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, while the show is endearing in its ridiculousness, it rehashes many of the tropes and storylines of other mecha anime and does little to make itself memorable from the rest.
It's a children's show, dumbass.
Yeah, most of the Brave series was like
Yeah,
the one that really hit adult themes was probably it was probably Gal Gaigar, wasn't it? Like
yeah, the only two that weren't children's shows were Gal Geiger and Dagwon because Dagwon was a Sentai show,
mm-hmm.
and I don't know why they decided to do a Sentai show.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Scrump, for the $2 in funny money. Sending you shekels to simp the Brave series. I appreciate it.
Thank you. This helps heal the pain in my heart.
I'm gonna pee. Oh boy. I'm really afraid to show number 3 because I'm afraid my chat might blow up. And I know you're going to blow up.
Let's get this over with.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. Oh!
Should I play the clip?
I'll play it for you. Ah! Mother! Fuck! We've got orders in the Fort fucking! Fucking! God! Fucking! Fuck!
Yeah. We could overlay that with so many different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, server, for the $2. Get me Master Asia now. Yeah, we need the undefeated of the East. Oh man. Yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam Wing misses the mark with its writing. Now, we're just going to forget the fact that this was literally the series that introduced mobiles, Gundam to the West.
Yeah.
If not for Gundam Wing, none of the other Gundam stuff would have come out here. Let's be honest.
Let's see. Is reading ideological monologues? Yes, because it's a stage play.
Yeah.
It is literally the Shakespeare of Gundam.
Mm-hmm. It's messy writing ideological monologue. No, yeah, because the reason it was messy was because war is messy, right?
Yeah, but
because it literally got to a point. It's like, why are we even doing this? Because I mean, from everything, when I was watching Gundam Wing, my interpretation was like as soon as one war was over, they started another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So of course it got messy because it got to a point like, who's the good guys? What are we fighting for? What happened to that guy's head? Like.
Yeah.
So
Because no sooner does one faction rule the world than the next faction is leading a coup. It was just a year of just endless war.
right. So
And when the people were tired of it, they were told, "You're not allowed to be tired of it."
exactly. So let's go to number 2. There's that one.
Fuck you. Macross 7 is awesome.
I told you these get better.
I mean, Basra literally just plays a guitar to solve his problems. That's fucking metal.
You know what? I wouldn't even take that bet because I bet it's even. It's even money.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I bet this person is also a writer but hasn't gotten anything published or like, oh, I'm just waiting for my big break. That's why I'm working here at the CBR doing the listicles, just waiting for my break.
Yeah, they're going to eventually give me the good big articles, boys.
Then I'm going to get my screenplay done. And I'm going to show you motherfuckers how to write a movie.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. Why did he suddenly sound like Nick Cage?
Your script is fucking terrible. I'll give you 20 grand to burn it in front of me.
I'll give you 30 grand if you watch me pee on it. I figure, extra 10 grand for trauma, for the trauma,
Careful, we're about to get into some Louis C.K. territory. Give you 30 grand to watch me jerk off onto it.
So, yeah. You don't even need to read this one, do you? Okay.
He's probably just mad that, that Basra, there's no situation that Basra can't play his guitar out of. Like, that's fucking cool. Also, the fact that the voice actors for Basra and Marina, they formed a real band.
Oh, wow. See, when you said Basra, the thing is, I've heard you talk about this before, so I know you talked about this. So if you've talked about this, I'm going to be honest with you. Most mecha anime you've introduced to me, considering I'm the giant robot guy, has been good. You haven't steered me wrong too much. I mean, there was even some of the Brave stuff. You said, I don't know if this one's going to be any good, and it was like, holy shit, it's actually good.
Yeah. Like, imagine, your ship is caught in a star's gravity well, and there's only like a 0.9% chance that you're going to survive this by warping out. Basra just plays his guitar even harder. And then somehow a ship that wasn't even supposed to be there will warp in and tractor you out in time because he played his guitar that fucking hard. He's a level 100 space bard.
That's awesome. So I guess we'll get to number 1. Ready?
Ready.
Bubblegum Crisis. 2040. So it's the sequel, I guess?
Yeah. It's kind of like a remake.
Is lackluster compared to the original.
But the difference that is that unlike the original, where it wasn't clear where it was going just yet, Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040 had a start, middle, and end. And it was pretty consistent. The only thing that it didn't have is it didn't have the soundtrack of the first one.
Right. I do appreciate that the robots are called boomers.
Yeah. They're crazy because the enemy robots all turn like into biomechs and like just like start absorbing metal.
I said I wasn't going to do this.
You find out what else they did?
Well, automatic right off the top. I got a question answered.
Oh,
Yep. It's a woman.
freelance writer. See, blah, blah, blah. She's a Bachelor of the Arts in English from the University of California, Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Cheyenne has been in an avid anime fan all her life and enjoys delving into the themes of series, movies, and games, and she as she would a classic novel. When not watching anime, she can be usually found brewing tea, gong fu style, or playing Breath of the Wild. So you're not even the target demographic for a lot of these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's even worse. It's Californian.
Yeah, it's like that's like me getting mad at fucking She-Ra because there wasn't enough guns and murder.
Mm-hmm. You know what She-Ra really needed? He-Man. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, He-Man was in there though, quite a bit. Let's just kind of. We're gonna have a list of her listicles. Just a real quick. 10 best animes that take the viewers to the Wild West. Of course, that one. Top 10 things fans want to forget about Hunter x Hunter. Okay. The best anime crime fighters ranked. The best historical anime with strong female leads.
Yeah, but why is Gintama there? Because
Hmm.
Gintama's a fucking comedy.
Mm-hmm. And plus, Kagome was not a good, strong female lead.
No, she was a fucking abuser.
Yeah. 10 best deep cut anime ranked. Ten manga that went on hiatus and never came back. That happens all the time though. So.
Yeah.
She got into the video games. She got to write a video game article.
Why all races start with the flame spell? Because flames is easy, and
Yeah.
you can use it to survive and travel by starting fires. Oh no, I can't find flint and two sticks to rub together. Fire
Mm-hmm.
spell.
Yep. 10 anime marriages that ended in heartbreak. Top 10 cat boys in anime. Oh Jesus fucking Christ. Top 10 anime based on novels. Top 10 anime characters with blue. Seriously.
Fuck off.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Keep Berserk's name out of your fucking mouth.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's kind of a reason why Berserk won't be finished, right? Like, I mean,
yeah.
Very important reason.
That's still up in the air.
Yeah. So
even then, people are like, even if they do have the notes on how to finish it, whether they should.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Gwen. You said it, so I don't have to. Top 10 disgusting anime superpowers. Top 10 female anime characters that got their revenge. You're starting to see a pattern here, aren't you? Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. 10 worst things about Nami. What? Because she beats people up that do stupid things?
It's that she doesn't like wearing shirts.
That's probably what it is. You know what? We'll save that for another day.
Yeah.
Because, damn. Yeah. That's that was. I told you would love it.
It seems like one of those, people that just can't turn their brain off and have a good time.
Yep.
Everything has to mean something and be deeper than it actually is. I mean, she's clearly the wrong demographic. I mean, she doesn't like Might Gain. Like, the rebellion aspect of Might Gain, too, at the end, where They're Sunrise is literally rebelling against the toy company that
Mm-hmm.
owned the Braves
Yeah.
and took it from them.
Yeah.
You know, you commissioned us to make a cartoon show about your toys. So I tell you what, we're gonna make this
Mm-hmm.
cartoon show, and you can make toys about it. That's
Right.
how it's gonna be from now on. Because had they not done that, we never would have got Jay Decker.
That's true. Yep.
Certainly wouldn't have gotten Goldran.
I mean, you could just take it all the way to the top. You wouldn't have got Gal Gaigar, you know.
Damn right.
So.
You know how hard it is to sell, sell like, Gal Geiger's totally a kids show you can make toys about.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, all the body horror shit is going on.
Yeah. Yeah, just the Zonder stuff will like make you, give you nightmares. Like.
Yeah. Gal Geiger himself is only 3 machines, and he doesn't. The only upgrade he gets is he gets Space Gal.
Yeah.
That's it. He doesn't get another thing that he combines with to make a bigger robot man.
Yeah.
Hell, a bunch of the Gal Geiger toys were just like kid props, like kid-sized dividing driver.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes noise. There's a collection of all the Gal Geiger commercials. And other than a couple of like handheld weapon toys,
Mm-hmm.
like they had Guy's Gauntlet and the dividing driver, all they had were the figures.
Yeah, most of the good stuff has only come out in recent years too. Like, like when they figured out, oh hey, we know how to make like show accurate stuff now.
Oh yeah.
I know when I saw a video where the dude got Goldie Marg.
Yeah.
And Goldie Marg requires its own stand to when you hook it up to Gal Gaigar.
Because the Marg hand is about as big as Gal Geiger is.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how big that hand is when transformed.
Typically, anytime I see him hooked up to a Gal Geiger figure, he's always got the Goldie on hammer holding him up.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that was that's our show for today, I think. Got a good listicle. Yeah, and like Gwen says, she just hates robots. That's what it seems like. She just hates robot shows.
Why does she hate cybernetic Americans? It's pretty racist if you ask me.
I think it's a very terrible thing. Very terrible.
Just again, do not contact this person. Their life is already diminished.
Yeah, their life is already like terrible. So, so we are going to end. Well, we already played it one time. We're going to play it again until we get an actual outro. We're going to play you just losing your mind. Okay. So.
Okay.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. We will see you tomorrow, and we'll have a good fun time on Friday. And be sure to check out our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/graded plays. Had a good little playthrough yesterday, and tomorrow night will be the bully night where me and the boys get together and we beat the crap out of each other in Guilty Gear. So
you've seen the recordings here on YouTube. See it live.
That's right. See it live. Be a part of the show. Have a good time. So y'all have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow.